Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Line's 50, line's 50.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Oh, here we go.
Allen going to throw. This one complete to Coleman. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check 24, check 24.
Middle.
From the gun, it's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw it is Locke. Open man, here's Hamilton. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check safety.
61, matchbox lights.
49 the mic. Here we go, D.
Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Block now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hustle, hustle.
Check curls, check curls.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got this complete to Hamilton. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jump, 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 jump.
Alert! Half 85, half 85.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bradley Chubb drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go, here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Kill, 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 kill. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
X3. 218. Chopper. Big rip. Big rip.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Finds a seam inside the 40. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Caught by Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They look to throw. It's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Locke going to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Strip that ball. Strip that ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Locke now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Come on. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
80 weapon.
Ready,
ready.
On 1st down, Locke. Flush to his right. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Protein spill.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
High 7. Get it.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Good job.
Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen throwing the out route and complete. That's low. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
50, Mike 50. Hey, that's good. Hey, hold on. Hey, tight. Hey, Zoo.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now they'll throw with Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Lock now. 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. You go tight. You got
General West.
You got tight right there. Check 3, check 3.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Locke gets this to Hamilton. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in it.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Locke to throw. He completes this to Sutton. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. Complete to Cortland Sutton. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
I got you, pop. Begin.
6-6, pull it hard. Go. Right. Deep grip.
Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end fan. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Recon, 132 fighter.
49 the mic. 49 the mic. Not here. Hey, Switch gears. Switch gears.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56.
Mike's 50. Time to go. Night.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Lock now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready up.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the curl.
Let's go.
Now a carry for Lindsey. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's see what you got. 49's the Mike. Watch it.
Throwing his lock on third down. Flushed out right. He may try and run. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 85 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Broncos 20, Bills 10. Stephen Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
So don't say nothing.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From just shy of midfield, Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Locke throwing on target to Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
On the ready.
58,
Pilot, 64, reach.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Down, 50, plant.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen off the play fake. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Watch the eye.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game